Good day, students. What you're having here now is basic technology for JS2. And the topic we are treating today is belt and chain drive. It will be taken by Mrs. Iwenofu, OA. Now, by the end of this lesson, you'll be able to define belt and chain drive. 2. State the functions of belt and chain drive. 3. State the advantages and disadvantages of belt and chain drive. 4. State the applications of belt and chain drive. 5. Draw belt and chain drive. Now we'll start from belt drive. What is belt drive? Belt drive is a mechanism in which power is transmitted by the movement of a continuous flexible belt. Belt is used to link two or more rotating shafts. As you can see on the screen here, you have the two pulleys there, and you can see the belt. That belt you are seeing here is a continuous belt. There's no joining. That's what we call continuous flexible belt. And the pulley is a shaft. Shaft, the round object, is round. That is the shaft. Now the pulley and the belt makes up the belt drive. Now, what are the functions of this belt drive? 1. It is used for power and motion transmission. 2. It is used in conveyors for transporting materials. This one can be seen in most industries where you have different stages of production, from filling to cooking to labeling and then packing. To move this object, these goods from one stage to the other, you use conveyors to do that, and they're using belt drive to transport these goods to different stages. Then number 3, it is used in elevators for lifting things. The applications of belt drive. Where can this belt drive be used? The appliances or the machines that you can see belt drive. 1 is in grinder. The one used for grinding beans, corn, or pepper in the market or at different locations in your area. If you look closely at that machine, the belt drive is well exposed. You can see the belt and you can see the pulley or the shaft. Now, when that machine is on, the engine is steaming, and there's no belt, the grinder cannot work. It cannot grind beans or corn. If the belt is cut, grinder will stop. That means the belt transmits power from the engine to the grinder. If the belt is cut or slip off on the pulley, the machine will be on, but the grinder cannot grind. That means there's no more power on the grinder. So what the belt does there is it transmits power from engine to the grinding machine to grind those things you are seeing. Now these things can also be seen in some machine tools in workshop, such as lathe machine, milling machine, drilling machine. These machines also have belt drive. 3rd one, printing machine. The 4th, sewing machine. In the sewing machine is also well exposed. You see the belt of the sewing machine, most especially the hand sewing machine. You see the belt of the sewing machine. Then 5, car engine. If you open the bonnet, you see belts in the engine. You see fan belt, you see timing belt. These are 2 belts you see in car engine. Now, some household appliances also uses belt drive, fan, blender, and record player. It also uses belt drive. Now also have compressor. So these appliances I mentioned here uses belt drive. Now you have different kinds of belts in the market. These belts can be named according to the materials they are made of. So in the market you have leather belts, you have canvas or fabric belt, you have rubber belt. 2, according to form, you have flat belt. Example that use in conveyors belt, we have V belt. The ones using grinding machines are V belt. We have 2-thread or timing belt, can be seen in car engine. We have round belt. This one can be seen in sewing machine. Now, this belt I mentioned here, round belt, flat belt, V belt. It can be leather, it can be rubber. So a flat belt can be made rubber or it can be leather. Round belts can be made of rubber also or leather. So these are the kinds of belts you see in the market. Now, what are the advantages of belt drive? 1, available in various sizes. You have different sizes of belts in the market. 2, cheap to operate. Anybody can fix belt drive. Very easy to fix. Unlike gear and chain. If your gear has fault on the road, you have to call a mechanic to come and help you fix it. But if your fan belt caught on the road, you can easily fix your fan belt. In fact, most drivers have spare fan belt in their car. In case of any fault, they can easily fix their fan belt. So it's cheap to operate. You can do it without calling a mechanic to help you fix your belt. It's quiet in operation. You can easily, you don't hear any noise when operating fan belt. Belt drive. Now, it has low maintenance cost. Now, belt drive has disadvantages. 1, under heavy load, it slips and may cut during operation. Hence, it is not good for heavy transmission. 2, the tension of the belt is usually affected by temperature. And due to this, its movement is not uniform. When the belt is affected by the temperature of on the pulley, of on the engine, it affects the movement of the belt. The tension means the way it is being pulled, it affects it. Now the 3, the belt often jumps out of the groove of the pulley. 4, it deteriorates with age, even when maintained. Then 5, it is not good in oil. Once any drop of oil touches the pulley, the belt must pull off from the pulley. So you don't require any oil or grease at all on the pulley and then the belt. Now go to chain drive. What is chain drive? It's also a drive mechanism just like belt drive. It's a mechanism in which power is transmitted from an engine to the wheels by means of endless chain. The chain moves over sprocket instead of pulley as it is in the belt drive. Yes, in this chain drive, the chain moves over sprocket, but in belt drives, it moves over pulley. So you can see the chain here and the sprocket. The sprocket has teeth. You can see it is not smooth, it's rough. You can see the chain also is also rough. This is the belt drive. Now, functions of chain drive. It is used for power and motion transmission and also for lifting purposes. That's functions of chain drive, for power transmission, for lifting. Now, applications of chain drive. 1, used in bicycle. bicycle. 2, tractors, crawl tractors. 3, motorcycle. 4, car engine. Even crane also uses chain drive. So chain drive are used in these appliances. You can see it in your bicycle, chain drive and sprocket, motorcycle, tractors, car engine. They use chain drive. Now, the advantages of chain drive. 1, does not slip under heavy load like belt. Doesn't slip. 2, can be applied to short and long center distances. What is center distance? It means distance between the 2 shafts, distance between the 2 pulleys or the 2 sprockets. In case of belt drive, it must be a short distance. But in chain drive, you can use it for long distance like bicycle, motorcycles, tractors, crane. These things have long distance, and you can able to use chain drive there. So it can be used to apply in short and long center distances. Now it has uniform rotation. 4, is readily available. 5, it can be used in rough surfaces or environment. Disadvantages of chain drive. Noisy in operation. It makes a lot of noise, especially when it's not lubricated. 2, the chain cuts at times while in operation. 3, the chain and the sprocket teeth wear off as a result of friction unless lubricated. 4, requires a higher maintenance cost than belt. So these are the disadvantages of chain drive. Now, maintenance of chain drive. I told us that belt drive does not require any maintenance. No much maintenance. Because if you apply oil in the belt and pulley, it cannot work. But in case of chain drive, you have to buy grease or oil for your chain and drive. For your chain drive, you have to buy oil and grease to apply on the chain and sprocket regularly. For proper functioning of the chain drive, the contact between the chain and the sprocket teeth should be lubricated regularly. If not, they will wear off gradually. So with this, we have come to the end of this class, and we will be able to define belts and chain drive, state their applications and their advantages. Now, assignment. The assignment you have here, you have 4 objective questions and 2 essay questions. The questions you have here are: number 1, which of these is not used for power transmission? 2, which of these is not a disadvantage of belt drive? 3, which of these areas is belt or chain drive cannot be used to transmit power? 4, when using chain drive, the chain must be rolling over dash. Then 5th question, state 2 advantages and 2 disadvantages of belt and chain drive. 6, draw belt and chain drive and label them. Draw it in your notebook and also in your assignment book. With this, you have come to the end of this class. Bye. Till we meet again.